Welcome to my book room, guys. This is gonna be our official book room tour, so I can't wait to share with you guys everything that I have here, where I got it, the purpose, all that good stuff. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and it's just me and my fiance, so we obviously share one bedroom, and then the second bedroom is the one that we're currently standing in. Originally, our thought process was to make this kind of a little cozy hobby room, which I would argue it still is, but it's also kind of morphed itself into its own little library, but I would still argue that it's still a little cozy hobby room because I definitely do more than just read in here, and there's room to do more things in here. It also like doubles as a guest bedroom because we can comfortably fit like a queen mattress in here when our guests come over, so it's perfect. Like I mentioned, it is kind of basically a library because obviously this is a bookish channel. I'm a bookish girly, love to read, so let's just go through and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so the lighting is dramatically different because as you can see, I have a huge window back here, and this is what I usually try to stand in front of so that the lighting can be better, but this is the angle and what you see when you walk in. So we have a whole full library, not a library, a whole full shelf on this side, a shelf in this corner which you can't see, a desk, and then like a center table right behind me. I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod and go in more depth. Okay, lighting is better now. So as you can see, this is what I was trying to show you guys. This is the view and what you see when you first walk in. Now, immediately to the right here on this little book cart, it's my TBR. So we have all the books on here that I have not read, I'm planning to read. We have some book of the month books up here that I try to keep exclusively for book of the month because they're kind of like hardbacks and just fit the best back here. And then here we just have a ton of other books. Now this cart is actually from Amazon, and I'll try to find it and link it down below. I also decorated it with my own like little bows here just to make it a little more girly, but it's actually very sturdy and I like it because it's very tall. When I had first tried to order one of these on Amazon, I ordered one that was way too small, and the small one just like did not fit the books at all, so I had to unbuild it and ship it back and then buy this one and build it. So luckily they're very easy to like put together, but yeah, I'll try to find it below so that I can link it for you guys because this is honestly super helpful. Moving on, here in this corner, I try not to show this too much because this is kind of like a little junk corner. I just have a basket here, and I do sell some blind dates with a book on Etsy, and this is kind of my stockpile or where I choose the books from. I actually do have like some made, so let me just show you guys what those blind dates look like. This is what it looks like. I'll link them down below as well if you guys want to check them out, but I have tons of genres, and that's kind of my stock or where I keep like the inventory, and then once I create one, they look like this. Then moving on this way is kind of where some of the bookshelves start. So here we have this little like compartment. I think this is from IKEA or Target. I'm not 100% sure, but you can easily find this, I think, at like Target. Up here in this basket, we actually have my current TBR. So this is kind of where I like to place like the books that I'm currently reading or ones that I think I'm gonna dive into. We have little artwork by my fiance. He made this. This light is from IKEA, and then we have this book lover sign, which is also from IKEA, and then a Valentine's Day candle from Target. And then this is what the compartments look like. So we have some books here. I think all of these I have read, if not like at least 85% of them. And then here is where I usually like to place like the books that I read during the month. So this one I actually just finished yesterday, so I placed it there already. And then in here, I'm not gonna really show you guys because it's kind of like just random junk stuff. I think, yes, and one of them's even empty. So I still have to fill these with stuff. This one has this box, which is actually what this came from. This is a mini coffee shop and it lights up and everything. We haven't finished yet, but my fiance and I were trying to do this together. Let me see if I can turn it on. It literally lights up. Like it has a little light up here. Oh, there we go. How cute! Like I said, we still have to decorate and put like everything on the shelves, but this is kind of a work in progress for now. All right, we are continuing the tour, but I threw you guys back on the tripod just so that I can like kind of point at what things are and where they're from. So I don't remember exactly where we got this shelf from. I think it might have been Target like years ago, and I honestly don't even know if they still sell it. It does remind me a lot of the Billy bookcase from IKEA, which I have right behind the camera, and I'll show you guys that one in a minute, but this one's definitely smaller and a lot narrower. So this is a great option if you don't want the Billy bookcase, but like I mentioned, I don't even know where I got it from or like if they still sell it. But anyway, up here I just have, oh, you can't even see it. Very quickly, up here I have this huge plant that I think I got, I don't even remember what it's from. I do have to water it, but I have a plant up here, and then I have these little jars. One of them, if you guys are not new to the channel, is my TBR jar. That's what I have in here. So I just have a bunch of prompts, and this is how I pick which books I read every month. So like, for example, this one says book that's been on a previous TBR. That would be a lot of them. And then in this little jar, we just have the prompts that we already picked. Oops, some fell out. But then I will restock that one once I completely empty it out. And then on this first shelf, we have our Magnolia Park series because I absolutely love it, obsessed, and I cannot wait for Daisy Hates 3. Please, Jessa Hastings, announce something ASAP. These copies actually are from Blackwell's, which is a UK bookseller, because these are actually the UK copies. I think. I don't even know if they ever did sell them here. They might have, and then they got discontinued. All I know is these are not available anymore here in the USA where I currently live. So if you do want these, I definitely recommend Blackwell's because these are beautiful. They're little literal artworks, and I have the entire series in that sort of like cover illustration format. And then I just have this little postcard that I actually got this last time I went to London a couple months ago. This is from Westminster Abbey, but this is just kind of like a wooden postcard that I love because obviously this series takes place in London, so I think it's like perfect. Then I just have a horseshoe as decoration that I actually got while hiking in Mexico. I have the Addicted series, original, regular series. It's not completed yet, so I don't know where I'm gonna put it once I do complete it because it barely even fits anymore. I have a candle up here. I have a little book of feminist icons. I don't remember, I think I got this for Christmas one year, and then right behind it we just have some like pins and patches. Next shelf we have all of our Berkeley romance reads. So this is all Emily Henry, Ali Hazelwood, and then a couple other authors. We also have Carly Fortune, who I absolutely love. We have a lot of romance. This is basically like the romance shelf. We also have the Chestnut Spring series, and then the first book, I think this is the first book in Elsie Silver's new series. We have this little Pooh Bear that my sister gave me. I think she got it from Target. Then we have this like mushroom, wooden mushroom from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. And then I have this little metal fairy sitting on a mushroom that I got at like a market in Mexico City. So this is gonna be pretty hard to find, but I just am obsessed with her. I love all the little trinkets. I think they add so much to the shelf. Okay, moving on down here, we have more romance books. These are actually all Taylor Jenkins Reid and Abby Jimenez, my favorite authors. And we have two of my favorite romance books ever, Archer's Voice and Love in Other Words. And then over here in the corner, we have our Bobby Goods coloring book, which I'm obsessed with because it's so freaking pretty and aesthetic. Like, just look at that. It's beautiful. So I will raise you one and say that that's one of the other like cozy hobbies that I do partake in is drawing, or not drawing, but coloring. I have some like pastel markers, which I also got from Amazon. Okay, now from down here, I have our Game of Thrones series. So this is a Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I unfortunately have the mass market paperback, so they're like really small and like short and really fat, which I hate, but maybe one day I will change these and get them replaced. I also have Fire and Blood, which is a book that is based on House of the Dragon. Here we have some thrillers. We have The Haunting of Hill House and then a little disco ball, also life hack. I have a moisture absorber little thing here that you can easily get on Amazon that I definitely recommend to add to your bookshelves because they help eliminate any moisture and reduce the chances of you getting like any mold in your books. The disco ball I think is from Five and Below. And then down here, I don't know if you can see too well, but I just have a couple of books here. I have an actual original Japanese sake bottle from Japan that we got in 2023. Some more books, and then my O-Reader magazines. Magazines for readers by readers, like that's kind of their thing. And I think you can get a subscription to them, so I'll also try to find that down below and link it for you guys. Perfect. Now we have this little corner, which is kind of like my reading corner. I will say I've been thinking about getting a new chair, so that might be something that's different in the future. I don't know. Hopefully, I like haven't bit the bullet yet. I like haven't pulled the trigger, whatever the freaking term is. Those are very violent and hostile, but I just haven't like done it yet, but I am planning, I think, on getting a new reading chair. But for now, I have this one, which is a Papasan that I think you can get at like Pier 1 Imports or World Market. I know I've seen them there. It's actually like really old too, because I think my mom had originally bought it for herself like years ago, and then I have it now. So I have this Papasan. It's like the dark wood color, and then I have this like white cushion. I have blankets and then pillows, I think from like Five and Below and Target. And then up here we have some shelving. We have, can you see this? Yes, okay, this is a Tortured Poets vinyl. We have a little mirror and then a candle that literally says the scent is library, which like who doesn't want that? A fake plant. We have this candle that's from Anthropology that looks like a cupcake, which is so cute. And then just some 2 books here. They're actually Colleen Hoover, which I probably am not going to reach for ever anymore because that's not what I read anymore. And then here we have a print, which I bought the frame at Home Goods. I bought the print from Etsy and printed it at like CVS and then threw it on here, but I absolutely love it. It's like a romance tropes print. So it has for its proximity, enemies to lovers, one bed, all that good stuff. Here's a quick close-up of what this print looks like so you guys can see. The lighting makes it look weird, but they're matchboxes and each one has like a different trope. I think this would be a good time to show you guys kind of my center table. So I have this little rug. The center table is from IKEA. Here I'm trying to propagate a plant, so ignore that. And then here I just have another little plant. I have some big coffee table books on some of my favorite things. So we have Friends Forever. This book is like about every single episode and it just has like some in-depth details. I think this might be from Amazon. Then we have the Eras Tour book, which love this. And then we have the World of Ice and Fire, which is just like a cartoon or like animated type, whoa, retelling of my favorite fantasy world ever. And then this table does have a little compartment down here, which is handy for, again, like other things, other hobbies. And we have 2 puzzles down here. Now this is the big Billy bookcase from IKEA. It's a lot wider and it's in this like wooden tone. So it's not white, but they do offer it in white. Now at the top, we have my fiance's additions to the book room. Of course, it's Woody and Buzz. Then we have another fake plant, some classics, mostly just Great Gatsby and Little Women. I have multiple copies of Little Women because I'm obsessed with the movie and I am planning to read the book ASAP. We have favorite author here, Kristen Hanna. We have the Dreamland Billionaires series by Lauren Asher. This little print from Target with one of those moisture absorber thingies that I showed you guys that I have in my other shelf because we do not want book mold. We have this cute little Totoro from I think it's just called Totoro, something like that. I don't know. I got this in Japan. And then I got these 2 cute little candlesticks, I think from Target. We have some more just favorite books here, hardbacks. We have the Maple Hill series by Hannah Grace, the Powerless trilogy, and then some Stephanie Garber. We have this Jelly Cat, which I think I got from Amazon, and this candle, which it's an Aquarius candle, which I'm an Aquarius because my birthday's in January, but I think this is from Anthropology. Coming down here, we have another shelf. We have our Book of the Month books on here. We have the freaking cutest Fruit Loops candle, and it actually smells like Fruit Loops. I'm obsessed. Every time I like close this room and leave and come back after a couple hours, I walk in and it smells like Fruit Loops. It's amazing. I have a little book basket with another 2 of my favorite books. So if you've never read The Berry Pickers or The Book of Lost Names, definitely recommend. It's getting weird angles, sorry about that, but here I actually just have some books that are borrowed from one of my friends. So I have the whole Harry Potter series and some Riley Sager books, but those aren't mine. These are books that I've borrowed. Same with this one, I borrowed from my brother-in-law. The rest are mine. We have the Hunger Games like books. We have this little print that I painted. And another candle that's like kind of reading light. I think this one was from Target. And then down here, some more books and a record player that I do not know how to use. And then we have this, 5 and Below. Love it because it's like a little stool, perfect for anything. Okay, we're really gonna almost wrap it up here. So here I quickly do want to show you guys this print. I'm obsessed with it. It's a book lover's print, but it's like a girl reading. And I love it because she's brunette, I'm brunette, like I love that. Also, I got this from, I actually got it for my birthday from my mom, but I put it on like my little wish list. I'll put the little store down below in my description. The creator of this does so many other popular book talk books, and there's probably one that you will love if you haven't read or aren't a big fan of book lovers. So I will definitely link it below because it's a watercolor print. Like, it's just absolutely beautiful. Different angle, sorry, there's a lot of movement here, stick with me. Last thing, we have my desk, which is from IKEA. I also have a shelf up here, IKEA shelf, IKEA fake plant. I did make this print on Canva, I think, and then I just printed it. It says, "This is our place, we make the rules." If you know, you know. If you're a Swiftie, you know. Lover. And then I have Japanese beer straight from Japan, some textbooks here, but they actually like add height, which I love that. Great use for some old textbooks that you have laying around. Desk here, IKEA, this cute, let me turn it on. This cute lamp is from Amazon, so I will also try to link that down below if I can find it. Here we just have like some journals, word searches, my reading journal. I'm a big fan of this and I will show it off anytime because I've spent hours on this. We have some cutie reading glasses, which what the heck, I will link down below. And yeah, it's just a desk, has my laptop on it. We have matches, we have pens, highlighters, markers, all that good stuff. Alrighty guys, I think that is it for this video. I'm now standing in front of that one window that you guys saw when we first walked in here, and that is it. That's the door where you walk in from, and then this door here is actually the bathroom. So like I mentioned, 2-bedroom apartment, 2.5 bedroom, or 2.5 bathrooms. So it's like a hallway, a closet, and a full like shower, sink, and toilet situation over there. So I love my apartment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making maybe one little update with my reading chair, potentially, who knows. I really want a specific one and I'm crossing my fingers and my toes that I will get it soon. I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.